I'm going to have you stand up and kind of walk around the table, and we're going to just start taking a look at Mateo, making sure that everything is where it should be.
Okay.
All right. Kind of scared to look at that diaper, Mateo.
Would you like me to lay him down or sit him?
Let's see what he'll do. If he wants to sit for right now, I think that's fine. So for the students, I am going to listen to his heart and lungs first because he's nice and quiet right now. That might be a little bit out of order from what you would expect from a head to toe physical exam, but if he's crying, I won't be able to hear anything. So, oh goodness, talk to me. So I'm gonna listen to his lungs in all the fields, and they sound great. Great. Oh, I know. Do you like that? And you might need to distract the baby while you're doing the exam. All right, so I'm listening to the lung fields in the back. Make sure you give yourself time to get a good listen. Yeah. Then I'm gonna come back around and I'm gonna listen to the heart sounds. You wanna listen in the left sternal border, the right sternal border, down, and the apex. And I don't hear any murmurs. His heart sounds great, so no concerns there. All right, Mateo. So I give a quick palpate to the head to make sure that I don't feel any deformities, any overriding sutures, anything like that. And then I come down and I palpate his sweet little cheeks and his neck. Oh, we dropped our toy. I'm gonna take a good feel, make sure I don't feel any lymph nodes. While I'm doing this, I'm looking to see if his ears look nice and symmetrical. I'm looking for any ear tags or any ear pits, which would tell me that there might be a congenital issue. Oh, you're gonna chew on my fingers, huh? Maybe got some baby teeth coming through pretty soon. I'm also gonna be looking at his eyes. I want to make sure they're properly set in his face, that they're not very low set or very wide apart or very close together. I'm looking at his little nose, make sure that I can see in both sides, and I'm looking at his mouth. So I am not opening his mouth or sticking my finger in just yet, because what I really want to do is get a look at his ears while he's nice and quiet. So, Mom, I'm going to have you, Neely, come back around here and I'll hand him to you. And I'm going to show you how to hold him so that I can get a good peek in his ears. Okay, so if you want to take a seat. All right, Mateo. And I want you to hold him facing you. All right, so Mom's got a nice good hold on him, and I'm going to get the ear speculum. We're gonna take a peek here. And now, Neely, what I would like for you to do is take this hand. Yes, and he's not gonna like it, but I want you to hold his head to you tightly.
Okay.
All right. And then sometimes I need to get up on the little stool to be able to really see. I'm going to use my finger to brace against his cheek. I'm going to pull his ear back and down. And then I'm going to take a quick peek. Oh, and they look great. And Mateo is not enjoying this exam. So can we turn his head the other way? This one's going to be a little bit easier to hold. Great. You're just gonna hold his head as tightly to you as you can. Now I'm gonna take this finger and I'm gonna brace it against Mateo's cheek because we don't want this otoscope going too far in. All right, and he let me look. So that is amazing. Often this is gonna cause kiddos to cry. Oh, there he goes. I hurt your feelings. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And if the baby's crying while you're looking at the ears, it's gonna make the tympanic membranes look a little bit red. So if you can at all do it, you want to do that part of the exam while the baby's quiet. Since he's already mad, I am going to put my glove on and we're just gonna look at your little mouth. He's not gonna like this either. Or maybe he will. All right. His palate is great. He has a great gag reflex, so everything's working from that standpoint. Oh, I got some real tears. Some real tears. Now I'm going to take my light and we're gonna check for a red reflex. All right. Perfect. And I'm just gonna try to get a peek up those little nostrils. Again, this is not a part of the exam the baby usually likes, and you don't have to, especially if you see some snot coming out. And now I'm bracing the forehead back against mom. Yep, looks nice and open. I don't see anything to be concerned about there. Okay, now let's put him on the exam table. I'll hold him for just a moment. Oh, and I want you to notice that he's appropriately looking for his mom. When I take him, he wants to know where mom went. Oh, all right. If we can just lay him on the exam table, we can give him something to play with. Hi. Hi. Do you want that toy? Yeah. Now we're going to take a quick peek at him, kind of head to toe. Oh, I know. I know. Sometimes a medical assistant will take all of the clothes off. I usually don't require that because sometimes the exam rooms are a little bit chilly. So just expose as much of the skin as you can. One of the things that I'm looking for are any rashes or birthmarks. Are there any birthmarks that you've noticed? No. Okay. So his skin feels nice and soft. I don't feel any rashes. I don't feel any sandpapery spots. All right, I'm just going to palpate the clavicles. They feel good. All right, and I know that I've seen him move his extremities and that his shoulders are nice and open. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to his abdomen. All right. So I should hear some bowel tones, and I hear quite a few bowel tones, which explains the diaper that is probably dirty at this point. All right, so that sounds great. So next I'm going to examine Mateo's abdomen. At first I want to just kind of lightly lay my fingers and see how soft it is. If it's not soft, that would be a trigger that something might be wrong. And then I'm going to get a little bit deeper. So he's probably going to tense up a little bit, but that's okay. Once I get my fingers in there, he'll relax a little bit. Oh, and everything's feeling good. I don't feel any masses, anything concerning. So I'm going to check for his liver. The way I do that is I palpate up from the hip bone until there it is. I feel the liver, and that's right below the rib cage. And then check for spleen. And looking for umbilical hernias. There's nothing poking out here, so that looks fantastic. Nothing poking out here or here where you might have an inguinal hernia. So everything on that tummy looks great. If you get a taut or a hard abdomen, or you notice anything pooching out around the umbilicus, that would be something you would need to investigate. Oh, what are you doing, Dad? What are you doing? You're asking me what I'm doing. So after the abdominal exam, I would come do a quick GU exam, which we're going to skip for this recording. But what I would be looking for on a little boy at 4 months is the skin around his penis. I want to make sure it's nice and pink. It's not reddened. It's not broken down. I want to make sure that if the child is not circumcised, that you can pull that foreskin all the way back, that it's not too tight. And then you want to go around and make sure that his anus looks okay, that it's not reddened, that you don't see any signs of skin breakdown there. Then I'm going to make sure that our legs are moving and they're doing everything that I would expect a baby to do. And while I'm doing that, I'm looking to see if the skin folds on his legs match up. The other thing that I can do is I can put his feet on the exam table and I look to see if his knees are the same level. If all of that looks good, then that means we probably don't have a problem with our hips. And I think your hips are looking really good. So I've noticed already that there's 5 fingers on each hand. One of the things that I do is I offer him my finger, and at this point at 4 months, he still has a palmar grasp. So when you put something into his hand, he closes his hand around it. And when you do that with his little feet, when you draw your finger down the foot, then you see that those toes kind of curl in too, and that's appropriate for this age. All right, skin looks great. I'm just gonna roll you to this side so you can look at mama. I'm going to pull up here and I'm gonna assess his spine. It's nice and straight. I'm looking for any kind of dimple in this area. I don't wanna see a sacral dimple. Oh, we definitely have a dirty diaper. We'll get you out of that real quick, bud. No sacral dimple noted. That's another sign of congenital birth anomalies, but you look fantastic. All right. You're like, enough of this sitting down. Occasionally at this age, you might be able to elicit the walking reflex. Not yet for him. Sometimes when you put their feet on the table, they'll look like they're trying to walk. All right. But overall, Mateo, you look fantastic. All right, Nieli, he looks fantastic. I did not see anything on my exam that I'm worried about. He's meeting all his milestones. I think that we're safe to see you back at your next well baby exam, which will be at 6 months. Do you have any questions or concerns that we didn't talk about?
No.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we will have some materials for you to print out and take home because you get a lot of information during these exams and sometimes you forget. So we'll print those resources out for you and please just let us know if you need anything in the meantime.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye, Mateo.